I'm here with Chelsea Ault, Community Supports Manager, to learn more about Thorpe Recovery Center's new mental health resources. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks, I'm happy to be here.
So to start, for anyone who may not know, what services does Thorpe Recovery Center provide?
The Thorpe Recovery Center provides support for individuals who are experiencing addictions, adults over the age of 18, and we support individuals with both process and substance addictions. So that would be any of your substance, alcohol, or other drugs, and then process addictions such as sex addiction or eating disorders and gambling.
So can you talk a bit about these new online mental health resources and what they consist of?
Yeah, we were really fortunate to receive some grant funding through the Alberta government through their mental health and addiction COVID-19 community funding grant. And through that initiative, we were able to put together some online resources for our clients and the general public to access. So we're going to be meeting with community partners and discussing kind of what kind of challenges they face during COVID, what individuals can expect to see different now that we're operating under this, the new regulations with COVID, kind of to try to just ease some of the anxiety that our individuals might experience accessing some of these services. And as well as that, we're going to be doing some online presentations of some programs promoting short and long-term psychological coping strategies to increase the capacities in individuals to cope during these times.
Perfect. You did touch on it that you received a grant to fund this new program. How did it feel receiving the grant?
Oh, we are just so blessed, I guess is really the word. Yeah, we're just really excited. It was a great initiative by the province. It's really nice for the province to recognize that our clients and kind of our vulnerable Albertans are really struggling during this time.
Perfect. You again touched on it already, the process of how you're gathering information for what you want to include in these mental health resources. Is there anything in particular that you already have in mind that you want to include to provide to the public?
Yeah, we're really hoping to touch on sort of all the aspects that our vulnerable population might be accessing. So we're looking at housing initiatives, other mental health agencies, people who support during like family violence, domestic abuse, that kind of thing. Any of the challenges that our population would be facing and would be accessing regularly. We want to just make the process a little bit more seamless and just so that they know what to expect when they're accessing these services.
And will these resources be available to anyone, like the general public, or will it just be for people who have received support from the center currently or in the past or have enrolled with the program in some way?
Yeah, so the resources will be available to all Albertans. You'll be able to access any of the videos on our Facebook page. So then anybody can watch and receive the information there.
Perfect. And is there a release date that we can look forward to?
Yes, our first presentation will be on March 18th, and it's a webinar on trauma and addictions. And our first kind of coffee with community connections is what we're kind of titling our little meets with our community partners. And it will also be in March.
Perfect. Is there anything you'd like to add on the topic while we have you?
We're just really grateful for this opportunity and to be able, and we're really grateful for the support in the community. When we've been reaching out to our community partners, they've been more than receptive to having kind of these Zoom meets, and sometimes they're a little uncomfortable. So we're just really grateful that our community partners are also really supportive of this initiative.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for taking the time today, Chelsea. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks, Becca.